everybody, Vanessa here with Parkinson's Disease Nutrition. Today we're going to make 3 different dishes using the same ingredients. No cooked dishes, no baked dishes, minimal cleanup dishes. We're going to make a coleslaw, we're going to make a carrot raisin salad, and we're going to make a chickpea salad. And the chickpea salad is going to be a plant-based substitution for chicken salad or tuna salad. So we are going to start with our coleslaw, since we're going to use one machine for it all, and try and just make it as simple as possible. So we talk a lot about using our food processors because they can grate things, they can slice things, and they can mix things and kind of break them down a little bit. So today we're going to do all of our recipes in our food processor, starting with coleslaw. Lock this in place. I have some cabbage here and some bell pepper and some carrot. So I'm going to put these all in the coleslaw. I'm going to start by cutting my cabbage into a little bit smaller pieces, cutting my bell pepper up. Doesn't matter how you get these cut, just you need them in smaller pieces to feed them through this hole right here, which is about this wide. And then my carrot, I'm going to actually cut in half because we're going to use that for 2 different things. Or what we could do is start with the carrot. We'll start with the carrot. I'm going to turn my microphone off while I process all of this. You'll still be able to hear me a little bit, just not as loud, hopefully, in your ear. So I got the carrot in there. I'm going to take part of it out because we're going to need it for the carrot salad. Actually, you can just take all of it out, honestly. Might be easier. And we're going to do the bell pepper next. We're going to put that in a separate bowl. See, it just shreds it. And then the cabbage. Okay, so I took the carrots out, I took the bell pepper out, and then we did the cabbage last. So we have the ingredients for our cabbage, or our coleslaw. We'll start with that. So our coleslaw is going to have purple cabbage. You can use any color cabbage. The top always just kind of has the big chunks. You can run them through again, toss them out. I'm just going to put them in this. And if you were just doing the coleslaw first, you could have done all the ingredients together in there and then taken it out and rinsed it out and then gone and done the other stuff. But I'm trying to make it so I don't have to leave the screen, and also so we don't have to wash this between each turn. Okay, so for this recipe I used about 2 cups of cabbage, 1 bell pepper, and that was about 1 normal sized carrot. It was an extremely large carrot, so about 1 normal sized carrot. I'm going to put half of the carrot into the coleslaw and half of the bell pepper into the coleslaw. So then we're going to use the rest of the bell pepper for our chickpea salad and the rest of the carrots for our carrot salad, but we'll get to those. Okay, so in my coleslaw I'm going to add some vegan mayonnaise. So this is mayonnaise just made without eggs. They use a different kind of oil instead of the eggs. And then the thickener, usually like a tapioca starch. I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. We're going to need the mayonnaise later also. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. So you would really just make this coleslaw how you would make regular coleslaw. I'm just using plant-based mayonnaise and a food processor instead of a grater or any other thing to dice it all. About a teaspoon of vinegar. I have apple cider vinegar here. You can use rice wine vinegar, white vinegar, red wine vinegar. Use what you have, because right now it's kind of hard to get all the ingredients for everything. So just be creative and know most vinegars, they're still going to be vinegary. They just all have a different little bit of a taste and color. But it's not going to make a difference in the end. About a teaspoon of salt. And stir it all up. So that's our coleslaw. You can use, like I said, white cabbage, red cabbage. You can add in other things. You can add in onion, zucchini, cucumbers, any other vegetables, broccoli sprouts, broccoli stalks. This is just a very simple, quick coleslaw. Really good vegetables, fresh, good for your digestive system, some good fiber, good nutrients, low in protein, so it's not going to have that medication absorption issue with during your day. So there we go. Recipe 1, coleslaw. We'll have this recipe attached to the email if you subscribe to our workshops. If you didn't subscribe to our workshops and need the recipe, it'll be on our website, www.parkinsonsdiseasenutrition.com. Or you can email us. Our email is attached to the description of this video. Okay, so I'm going to put this away real quick. The next thing we're going to do is our apple slaw. So for this recipe, I have a carrot that we already grated and some apple. I'm just going to go ahead and use this even though it's got some purple cabbage in it. It's really no big deal. You can rinse out if you want. I'm not going to do that today. So just rough chop your apple to get the core out. And this salad is a little bit sweet, so we're going to add sweetener to it, so it's going to be a sweet, fruity carrot salad. I'm making small portions because I'm the only one here this week, so I'll be the only one eating this food, and I didn't want it to go to waste. Okay. So we're going to add the apples into the carrots. And for this, we're going to do the same. You're going to add a vinegar. I have rice wine vinegar. I think I'm going to put that in here today. And you're going to add honey. So what I would recommend is, I forgot my honey. Sorry, I thought I had all my ingredients out here. So what I would recommend is doing your vinegar, like half a teaspoon for this. About a teaspoon of this honey. A teeny tiny little pinch of salt, because you're kind of creating like a marinade, but also a little bit of a preservative, because you don't want your apples and your carrots to turn brown. So you're going to stir up your vinegar and your honey and your salt. It's almost like a dressing. Just need to add a little bit of oil. So it's all mixed up. I'm going to pour it in here so you can see it all got mixed up. And then I'm going to add my raisins. And I had raisins in the previous video for our overnight oats. And for this, you can add some coconut flakes. Those are really good in it. Like I said, it's a fruity salad type of dish. It's sweet. So you can add some nuts and seeds. I'm adding some sunflower seeds to it. I would add coconut flakes if I had some. You can add cranberries. You can add any dried fruit you want, really. It's just like a tart, light, summery salad. Again, good in fiber, good in water content, so it's going to be hydrating. It's going to have, you know, the good nutritional value of all these different fruits and vegetables that you put in it. Low protein, so you don't have to worry too much about that interference with the medication when you're doing a salad like this. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is our favorite thing, and that is a chickpea salad. So it's very similar to a tuna or chicken salad. You're going to start with some chickpeas. These are out of the can. I already drained them and rinsed them. You can cook them whole if you'd like. I couldn't find any, so I got a can of chickpeas. I'm going to switch out the attachment in my food processor for the sharp blade. Again, I would wash this, but it doesn't matter. It's just cabbage and carrots and apple. Some typical things you would find in a chicken or tuna salad anyways. So we're going to start by putting our chickpeas in the food processor. I'm going to turn my microphone off again, and I'm going to process these real quick. You're going to process them till they break down. If you don't have a food processor, you can smash them with a potato smasher. You can smash them with a fork. It's a little bit hard because, as you can see, they're kind of hard to mush. They're pretty hard beans still. Or in a blender if you have to. Just put them in the blender for a few minutes. Not even minutes, maybe like 30 seconds, and just get them to a mushier texture. Okay, I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to put you all on quiet from my microphone so I don't make you go deaf. Okay, so you just want this to break down. You want it to resemble really a tuna salad is kind of the texture. So it kind of just breaks down. I'm going to add it back into my bowl. And this is what it looks like. So I have our fancy little clever cutters that we've been using in all of the videos. I'm going to add celery. You can do the celery in the food processor also. You can slice it because there's a slicing blade. You can shred it. You can put it down in the bottom and mix it up. It's just going to give it a smaller texture depending on what you do. Fun fact with celery, you can use the tops of celery, the leaves. They're very flavorful and really good in vitamins. Then we're going to add the rest of our bell pepper. There's a little bit of carrot mixed in there too. It's okay. If you like pickle relish in your salad, you can add pickle relish to this. Onions, we'll add some onions. Again, you can put the onion in the slicer or the shredder. I'm just going to cut a little piece off. And I'm going to use the clever cutter again. We really do use this for everything. It's just like knife and a cutting board all in one. You don't have to worry about dragging out the knife and cutting board. You don't really have to worry about cutting your fingers because even though it's sharp, it's not as sharp as, you know, chopping your finger off with a knife. And it just locks back up. They're like 20 bucks. Okay, so this is our chickpea salad. In here, I am going to put mayonnaise, plant-based mayonnaise, of course. You can use some olive oil if you'd like, or avocado oil. You can use this mashed up avocado. You just need a little bit of an oil substance. I'm going to put some yellow mustard. I'm going to add some salt, but I'm going to put that directly in here. I add salt and pepper to taste. There's really no need to measure your salt and pepper unless you are baking with salt. Other than that, kind of just use your own judgment and what you like. I tend to like saltier food, so I tend to add a little bit more salt than most people, but it's because my body needs that salt. So just go by your flavor profile and what your body is telling you. So some pepper and some dill. Dill is really good in creamy salads. I have some Trader Joe's dried dill. I had a bunch of fresh dill, but I ended up using it all. I got it at one of the co-op boxes that we buy here in Tucson. And this is a really great seasoning. So Trader Joe's came out with vegan chickenless seasoning salt. So it's got salt, onion powder, turmeric, and garlic powder. It just must be the way they did the recipe. It kind of like smells like chicken bouillon or chicken broth. And it kind of looks like chicken bouillon. It is yellow because of the turmeric, but this is a great seasoning. Add it to your chickpea salad. Add it to any savory dishes you're making. We make a vegan chicken and dumplings, minus the chicken, so it's just all the veggies in the sauce and the dumplings, or a veggie noodle soup. Anything that you kind of want that chicken flavor to, add this stuff. It's delicious and amazing. And if you don't have a Trader Joe's, I'm sorry. Maybe you could order it online. You could contact us. We could find it and ship it to you. Okay, so we've got all of our ingredients in the salad. I am going to put in the mayonnaise and mustard. I had intended to put everything in this dish so y'all could see it, but then I just kind of got away from that. And mix it. Again, I like saltier, heavier things, so I would add probably a little bit more mayonnaise to mine. Depends on how you like it. And there you go. It looks like chicken or tuna salad. You can put this on a bed of lettuce with some tomatoes and cucumbers. You can put it in some whole grain bread with a side of, some, I don't even know, some French fries or potatoes. So this would be a really good lunch dish, a good dinner dish. Watch out for your garbanzo beans because they might be a little bit higher in protein. So again, avoid medication times with this type of dish because it's going to have that protein interference. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching us create 3 different dishes with all of the same ingredients using one food processor. I did use, 4 different bowls, but that's all right. These bowls are nice because they'll have lids. This one has a lid too, so I can just put the lids on them and store them, and there we go. Done for a couple days of meals. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, really. You can eat any of these things. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go to our website to get the recipes if you weren't subscribed to our workshop. If you were subscribed to the workshop, you should have gotten the recipes with the link to this class. I hope you all have been enjoying this workshop series. It's been an adventure. I'm learning something new every single time I do a video. I promise that the next workshop series will be much better. We'll have the audio issues figured out and maybe a little more consistent. But it was fun and interesting to do during Corona. We had to cancel all of our public talks and support group talks because we couldn't go, obviously. So we're trying to still do something for the Parkinson's community, help you in your home and stuff without leaving our home. So it's been an interesting ride. I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a great day.